The book of Job is a profound piece of wisdom literature found in the Old Testament of the Bible. It explores deep themes such as suffering, justice, faith, and the human condition. The narrative is set in a poetic framework and is considered one of the most complex and retrenchant texts in the biblical canon. The story can be summarized in several sections: prologue, dialogue, interlude, monologues, God's response, and epilogue. The protagonist, Job, is a wealthy and righteous man living in the land of Uz. He is described as blameless and upright, fearing God and shunning evil. The book opens with a heavenly scene where the sons of God present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also comes among them. God boasts about Job's righteousness, but Satan argues that Job is pious only because he is prosperous and well protected by God. To test Job's faith, God permits Satan to afflict him, but does not allow Satan to take Job's life. In swift successive calamities, Job loses his possessions, his children, and his health. Despite his intense suffering, Job refuses to curse God. The major part of the book consists of a series of dialogues between Job and his three friends, Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar. They visit Job to offer sympathy, but end up arguing that his suffering must be a punishment for some hidden sin. Job vehemently declares his innocence throughout these dialogues, questioning why the righteous suffer while the wicked prosper. An interlude follows where a new character, Elihu, speaks. Elihu is younger and criticizes both Job and his friends. He suggests that suffering can also be a form of divine instruction, rather than just punishment. Eventually, God answers Job out of a whirlwind. Rather than giving direct answers, God poses a series of rhetorical questions highlighting the vastness and complexity of creation, underscoring God's omnipotence and mystery. Job humbly accepts his limitations and the unfathomable nature of God's workings. In the epilogue, Job's fortunes are restored. He receives twice as much as he had before, his family and friends return to comfort him, and he is blessed with new children and a long, prosperous life. The book of Job challenges conventional wisdom on retribution and divine justice. It teaches that human suffering is not always a result of personal sin, and that God's ways are beyond human understanding. The patience and faith of Job in the face of immense suffering have made his story a source of comfort and inspiration throughout the ages. Ultimately, the book of Job offers an intricate exploration of faith under trial and the often inscrutable nature of divine providence.